back with this epic game.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Oh, teleport. Yeah, we're doing this mission.
I did cut off. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I did nothing.
So, last time a week has passed, and I got BTFO by this mission, and then I got salty and told Spencer not to put it up.
And I didn't.
So here we go.
Did you do anything different, or did you just practice it or whatever?
I ran through it again. I mean, of course, on my first try, I did it easily, so we'll see what happens.
But yeah, this mission has a lot going on.
Ooh, 0 devil symbols. That's cool.
Is that bad?
I just need them for...
Oh yeah, to do Devil Trigger.
Yeah, Devil Trigger is like really the only way to do... I mean, you do like a pretty good amount of damage regardless. I'm just gonna play it super safe.
That's fine. I love, I do love in PS2 graphical remakes how, like, a lot of times the,
Cool.
Wow, I pushed you in there. Oh my god.
I will say that this area, for whatever reason, looks probably the worst of, like, any area in the game. Like, you can really notice the grass textures.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the textures on the background are weird, but, like, the character models look pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know what... I don't know how much actual work they put into this game. Like, obviously, it's probably a fairly cheap remake. It's not even, like, developed by Capcom. It's, like, by some other studio.
Aren't there some studios that, like, literally, most of what they do is, like, HD remakes?
I guess so. I don't know.
I thought I heard someone say something like that.
Alright, definitely this way. Alright, so next room
Nick's
is...
here! Nick's here!
Yeah.
Hello!
Next room is these guys. These guys don't seem bad.
He's just literally on his phone.
I'm reading a walkthrough of that other game.
The Ring Terror's Realm.
Yeah, Nick is obsessed with that
The
game
only walkthrough is written in the worst English possible.
I want to see the boss.
Like what he says to do?
Yeah.
Well, here's what you do. You have to have more than 25 bullets, which I did not.
Okay, yeah, just ignore them. I'm fine with it.
The end. And obviously, this is RNG, right?
Shadows.
This says,
Yeah.
enter the level 4 room, FMG, kill John, he is ridiculous but long, you need a ton of bullets. Excellent.
What? Where'd he go? Excuse me?
Did he just disappear?
What just happened? I just got green orbs. Did he like clip through? Wait, where's the orb?
Uh-oh.
What just happened? I hope the orb's in this guy. I've never seen that before. No. Die. Okay, good. What just happened?
You definitely didn't beat that other one.
Yeah, thank you, dog. He literally just clipped through the ground and died. I'm surprised that he even had it programmed that he dies.
The dog is the absolute goat.
So I guess that's one way of doing it. So these guys are annoying, but if you use the aerial lightning move, then they're very easy.
Well,
That's the end of this chapter, so I guess that went well, I guess. Gonna get whatever this is that I probably won't use. Holy water. Whoops. Although I might use some items if I get BTFO or something. I don't even know how.
first try, Nick. First try.
A rank!
So, I'd like to dedicate this episode to where I got lunch from today. Wawa.
No!
Did you get Wawa today?
Well, I mean, Tyler got it, and I needed food, so... It was a roast turkey, or roast chicken hoagie, and it was pretty good. My only complaint about Wawa is their hoagies are a little small. I think they make them, like, maybe 9 or 10 inch, and
I
it
think
should
they're,
be.
I think they're 10.
And it should be a full foot. For what it's worth, that's why it's called a hoagie. Like a foot, a hoagie.
What?
That's not what it's called. A hoagie.
Why is it even called a hoagie in the first
I
place?
don't
I call
honestly.
them grinders.
No,
You do not call them grinders.
no, that was
I
so
call them
unfair.
heroes.
That was so unbelievably unfair.
Oh, question of the part.
Hoagie
In your part of the country or world,
What?
what do they call subs? Like hoagies, grinders, subs.
Box gone global.
Gone global. Also, what do they call soda? Like soda, pop.
If you call it pop, get out.
Yeah,
Stop
seriously.
listening.
I would
Just leave.
literally, like down south, they usually use Coke. Coke is everything.
That's because
like,
Atlanta's Coke head.
Can I get a Sprite Coke? They would say it like that. Or like, what kind of Coke you want? Oh, a Sprite. You know, that's better than pop. If you call it pop, get out of my face right now.
Send this video to this guy I know who works at Pepsi.
I mean, well, I kind of like Pepsi better than Coke, but Coke is just a bigger, like, thing. Sorry, bro.
Diet Pepsi is disgusting.
Diet Pepsi is what I mostly drink.
Diet Coke is awesome.
Uh,
Sweet metallic flavor, I'm a big fan.
My favorite soda, though, is Diet A&W, which I think A&W is... I want to say Pepsi. Yeah,
I
I think it's Pepsi.
Cool!
Were you taunting him?
Yeah, if you taunt in this game, you get 2 double trigger symbols back. So I'm doing this in a very specific way that I totally copied off of some guy that I watched. But it's a very safe way of doing this fight.
Oh, so you have the time to taunt, and then when you get the taunt, you can do the double trigger then?
Yeah. So unfortunately, I started this battle with like almost no double trigger, so this is a little awkward. But he's almost dead here. So this actually went very good. Speaking too soon. Cool.
What's that guy's name again? Magnus?
Where'd you get that name?
I don't know.
That's Nero Angelo.
His name's
Nero. Is Magnus from Chrono Trigger?
What?
What year is this? What am I doing in this room?
There's a character in Chrono Trigger called... not Magnus.
Sounds like
It's been...
Magus or...
Yeah, Magus.
Might be
or
Magus.
something.
Okay.
It's been
But
a very long
Nero.
time since I played
Wait,
Chrono Trigger.
spoilers! Spoilers! Isn't Nero a character in another DMC game?
Nero appears in DMC4.
Yeah, ancient Rome.
And I guess at this point, both of those characters do have relevance
Nero
to each other.
fiddled while Rome burned. Allegedly.
But that doesn't rhyme. What rhymes with fiddle?
Diddle.
Nero fiddled while Rome... Oh, yikes.
Piddled.
You piddled, yeah, there we go. Yikes.
Whittled.
We're all over 25 in this room, lads. Let me just say something. Butts.
That was pretty good.
Whoa.
Dude, only like 16-year-olds are like, we have to be mature.
Yeah. It's funny, because, like, when you're, like, actually young, you're like, actually, I'm very mature. And
What
then
is
when you
this-
get older, you're like, oh, I like
Cares.
dumb crap.
What's this garbage Pokemon game? I gotta play Call of Duty because there's gore and you shoot people.
All I have to say is, some of us only play obscure horror games that require FAQ to play. Bites glasses, looks at
right,
screen.
Okay.
Is this underwater stuff?
Play-
Yeah, so this mission, this game has very occasionally underwater stuff, and it's so half-baked, I don't even know why they even bothered.
So base, dude. I just love...
It's not that bad, considering that the water sections usually last like literally like 15 seconds. So I don't really care. I mean, the controls are a little awkward because they're up. Vertical is inversed, and you also have to push like a button to swim. And then to shoot, you have to hold down R1 and press square. It is pretty weird.
Freaking base.
And like, it's in first person because it's pretty obvious that they just didn't want to animate Dante swimming or just doing it the easiest way possible. They were just like, why bother? Alright, so there's this guy, totally just gonna ignore him. In this chest there's a double star, which I will probably not use. No. Get out of here. Okay, so this is probably like the worst fight in the game.
Why do I remember this? I like this is a game where everything that happens I vaguely remember it.
So a death scythe spawns. So it's a little bit different because you're not constrained to an area, but this fight still sucks. But I kind of figured out that the best way to fight death scythes is that when they go in to attack you, you just kind of stand still until he comes here. Okay. And then...
Or did that say dull?
As you get longer combos, cooler words, like, it'll be like, dull, okay, cool, awesome, whatever. I don't know the actual order. Cool, yeah. And you can't use guns at all against these guys,
God.
right? Whoa.
That did a lot.
That did do a lot. Please just die. I'm pretty sure he drops an automatic reload, so not a huge deal.
What if,
Okay.
what was that game you played recently? That was Kingdom Hearts, where it has that hard mode where it's like, everything dies faster, but you die faster?
It's critical mode where you probably take like 3 or 4 times as much damage, and you also have way less health, but you also do way more damage.
What if this game had that mode? Would you play it?
I honestly feel like this game, like in lower difficulty modes, like normal and easy, bosses actively do not have enough health to be like challenging, because you can really just brute force them. Even on hard, I'm playing on hard, and the hardest difficulty is called Dante Must Die. I think Dante Must Die mode, like, bosses and enemies have too much health, and it becomes like way too much of an endurance run. But I feel like hard is kind of like the middle ground, where you can still kind of brute force things if you kind of know what you're doing, like this fight. So this fight sucks. I don't think we've actually ever saw Griffin before, because I skipped the first encounter. But Griffin is mostly a firearm boss, so I'm going to be using the handgun. But this arena is just the worst. The camera sucks, the ghost ship is just like, you cannot see anything. It's all over the place, there's so many like ledges and things that get like caught on. And this fight just sucks. So what I'm going to be trying to be doing is using double trigger lightning, because it takes a lot of damage.
It certainly does.
Piece of garbage. But this fight, like, I said this in the first part, but DMC1 is pretty infamous for being a repurposed Resident Evil game that changed development, like, mid-cycle. And it's pretty obvious that probably the director of this game, Hideki Kamiya, did not have as much time to make like custom textures, or I shouldn't say textures, I should say landscapes, like modeling like new things. Plus, man, this fight just sucks.
Luckily you have that, because otherwise this would be like impossible to take enough damage.
Like without that,
holy crap.
it's just a garbage fight. And like on Dante Must Die mode, not only do you do like so much more damage, like when you get hit, but the bosses have so much more health. Like I don't ever want to do this game with Dante Must Die. Like maybe if I want to platinum this game or something, but
Nick's asleep, by the way.
Nice.
So, question of the part. This is for everyone in the room, or out there in YouTube land. Question of the part number 2. What is the hardest game mode, or just, I guess, hardest difficulty game you've ever played? Bonus points if you don't resort to Dark Souls. I specifically remember, I didn't play it, but I know it's extremely difficult. Metal Gear Solid 2 European Extreme Mode is extremely difficult.
I think you're thinking of 3, but yeah.
3? Okay. It is, like, unbelievably difficult.
So this mission, if you know what you're doing, is literally, like, less than 1 minute long.
Also, the, Nightmare Mode from any Doom game is literally unfair.
I mean, most people, when they play Doom, they play on Ultra-Violence.
Ultra-Violence, yeah.
Because Nightmare is just, like, enemies respawn, no thank you.
Yeah.
That's, like, if, like, Nightmare was just, like, maybe just a bit harder than Ultra-Violence, like, I could see people, like, running it, but Nightmare just seems like a nightmare, get it?
Nightmare was pretty cool because the enemy projectiles go travel twice as fast. So it's actually like
That's cool. If they got rid of the
respawning.
respawning.
That's your big thing, okay?
Well, yeah, I think respawning. I gotta be honest. Unless it's
Do you like the respawning? Like, do you play on Nightmare?
I have, but
I just think respawning is kind of lame unless it has a specific purpose, like a battle royale kind of thing or whatever.
I don't think it's for your first playthrough. It's so that once you're at the point where you know the map and you know what you have to do, then you go to that Nightmare for an extra additional challenge.
I get it.
Even
but-
more than
killing
ultra violence.
monsters and everything, and conserving ammo enough that you can finish it.
Whoa, S.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. What are
I
you
guess
drinking,
I'll say.
Hydro homie?
Literally, quite literally water. By the way, this thing, it was like $5 or something like that. It keeps water so freaking cool. Like, it lets no
It's a vacuum.
heat out. It's crazy, dude.
It defies the laws of physics.
It defies it. No, literally, I poured this water like
I don't know why I'm getting this.
hours ago, and it's still ice cold. Ice cold, Nick! Water!
If it were ice cold, it would be ice.
It's like 0.1 degree warmer than ice. For what it's worth.
Wow.
Yeah. So there. Friggin' Nick.
That dude sucks.
What?
Nick? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Sheets doesn't hate that guy, though.
No, Sheets loves him, but they still have not given N. Brosman on Twitch, twitch.tv/NBrosman, a pair of board shorts.
What's up, board shorts?
They're just like swim trunks with the Sheets logo plastered all over them. I want to take them to AGDQ.
You're just gonna walk in front of the camera and be like, eh? Eh?
I'm trying to trick the Tazbot guys into letting me on stage.
Do you know them?
I'm gonna send them this.
Yeah, I've been
this
doing
footage.
PMing stuff for them. Helping my buddy.
PMing stuff?
Project management.
What? Nick has literally become GDQ staff soon.
Just Tazbot.
Nick, can you get me into GDQ with Typing of the Dead?
No. They did some bullet hell typing game at SGDQ, so if you're good at it, yeah, and you can make it entertaining.
Were you... Okay, first of all, I'm quite literally always entertaining.
Well, let's not get out of hand.
Excuse me, that's my strong suit, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
got anything else going for me.
Entertaining to other people? Or just to yourself?
A little bit of both. I mean, you gotta, like, if you're a comedian, like, you gotta think your own jokes are funny, right? You know? Like,
No.
nah, dude, no way. You gotta think they're hilarious. Laugh at your own jokes, bro. Dane cook it up, you know? So listen,
Yeah, Dane Cook's a good example
that's
of a
the
good comedian.
that's the one thing that I have going for me, Nick. So don't take this away from me, okay?
Okay, I'm just saying, I have no...
First of all,
Nobody on Tazbot does anything with the,
right,
decisions.
but I'm very good at typing in the dead, okay?
Okay.
And number two, you put me running it and Parker on couch, done.
Okay. There's still sign-ups. You can still sign up.
I don't think you can. I thought that
You can still sign up to go.
yeah, they always put the it's the
Games list.
no, the to get into AGDQ, it's like you have to have it in by like September or something like that. Like it's crazy early. Maybe yeah, it was sometime in
Probably
September.
September.
Yeah, it was sometime in September. So I'll just put one in for SGDQ in like February, maybe March.
Yeah, I think they open up pretty soon after.
Yeah. And I need you to put in a good word for me. They'll be like, okay, this completely unknown streamer who never, ever, 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 ever streams, maybe once every month, maybe, is gonna,
Well, I mean, that's kind of what's good about GDQ, because they do allow less-known streamers, because it's a somewhat inclusive event. It's
I'm
not
inclusive.
Just big names all the time.
right. I'm a small name, so they should be inclusive to me. You tell them that.
I have no power over any of that.
And,
You tell them that.
and listen, it'll be me, Parker, and Nick. If you want to be on the couch, you can as well, because you got me in on the couch.
It's okay. Sure.
And with me is Lynn Store and N. Brossman. And Nick, I expect you to have a bunch of, like...
I'll know all the words you're typing. How's that?
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, he's typing.
I want your
house.
I want your entire commentary to be commenting on the words that pop up just the entire time. Oh yeah, that's funny. There's this one boss where it gives you a long string of like a story, and it's so funny. And the stories are so nonsensical. I've probably played that game like 15 times, and I've never encountered the same story twice. It's really awesome. And the very final boss, it asks you like a deep philosophical question, and then it gives you 3 choices, and whatever you choose is correct. So I always pick the one on the bottom because it's one you can easily see, and it's usually the joke one. It's just, dude, the game is just pure.
Typing
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Kino.
What? You weren't here for the LP?
You weren't here for the LP of
The LP
Typing
was
of the Dead?
really good.
It was probably my best moment in life so far,
I
Nick. You
peaked in
trying
life.
to take this away?
Spencer peaked in life at that.
Can we do a co-stream where we both stream it and race?
I will absolutely do that.
Nick, are you good at typing?
I literally do, by the way, have 2.
I have a very loud mechanical keyboard.
Well, you have to use
That's-
the Dreamcast
I mean, that's nice.
keyboard.
Are you good at? Are you good at typing?
I have a
Are you-
very loud
Are
keyboard.
you
Okay.
good at type? I have a very loud keyboard. Okay.
Because I suck at typing.
That's like
I don't know
saying.
why.
That's like saying, "Oh, you play golf? Are you good?" I have a very good set of clubs. Okay.
Dude, people that have like super expensive
Oh, yeah.
clubs and then they score like 100, it's like good job.
Every time I
bro.
see some dude out there like with where his polo is worth more than my entire like everything I have on me, and I see him out there shanking balls at the range, I just pull down my glasses and I'm like, pathetic. Dude, literally, like, you would think, oh, maybe his driver's worth more than your whole set. No, his hat and polo are worth more than my whole set, and I don't even play golf that much anymore, but I guarantee I could go out tomorrow and shoot a 95. Maybe 90 if I had, like,
Okay,
a
so
little bit of practice.
this boss sucks. This is Griffin again, but this area just sucks. Sometimes the camera is okay, and then sometimes the camera is just the worst. And there's a huge middle structure that like gets in the way for about a third of the fight. So I'm just gonna try to get him down to 1/3 health as soon as possible.
Absolute.
Is that the best?
No.
What's
Why
the
are you
best?
not hitting?
The camera is a problem in this game, it seems
Yeah.
like.
It is probably the worst thing about this game. Level
Right.
design and the camera are definitely the worst, and it's definitely just because this game was a Resident Evil game.
You can really tell with... again, I've never seen 2, but you
Alright.
can really tell with 3, just like, it's more open, I guess is the best way of putting it, and the camera's less bad. So Nick, when you go down to GDQ, you just put in a good word for me, okay?
I will.
Say, we Scorcho, and I swear to God, if they're like...
My reactions are just not good.
And coming up next, we have Wheezy Scorcho. I'm not going on. Like, I'll tell them ahead of time. I'll be like, you pronounce my name right. And if
Dude,
they say Wheezy Scorcho, I'll just
They
walk
will
out.
absolutely ask you how you pronounce your name. I
Yeah.
don't think that's something you have to worry about.
I'm just saying.
When you sign up this time, they actually have a place for you to put your preferred pronouns.
Well, let's not get into that. That's definitely a
saying.
GDQ thing.
It's inclusive.
Wasn't their mascot they made, like, a whole big deal with
Dude,
that?
no. Not talking about this, dude.
I don't understand the mascot.
Okay, can I talk about my preferred pronouns?
No, we can't talk about this. You can talk about it during Stupid the Ring LP, not DMC.
Okay.
I like he.
Dude, and the greatest part is, like, remember when that guy Bonesaw got completely banned? I would be banned in, like, 5 minutes. They would already be like, and banned. It's great. And, you know, it's one of those times where you know you're caught, and you're just like, okay. They'd be like, you need to leave. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I wouldn't even try it. It would just be like, is that bird talking to you?
Yeah, all the demons can talk.
Maybe I was thinking of Mundus. Yeah, I said Magnus.
Yeah, Mundus is the
Yeah,
main
I was thinking
villain.
of Mundus.
I mean, this game sure has a pretty deep plot.
Oh yeah, deep
I mean,
plots.
Dante says like 15 sentences the entire game.
Wait, why doesn't Mundus just do that to Dante?
That's a good question. Also, very conveniently, you probably didn't read the text because I didn't read it, but it says that that platform right there needs a sacrifice to be activated. So that's convenient. That's the sacrifice, Griffin.
Was that a
dying to
sacrifice
Mundus.
or just straight up murder?
Pretty sure that's...
What makes a sacrifice a sacrifice?
It's just murder on a pedestal.
Yeah, I don't think the person has to be willing.
Is sacrificing
I don't-
something or somebody a
What
crime?
beat him? Maybe it was too easy.
Asking for a
him.
friend.
Okay, so that I feel would like literally become like a high court case because it would be like, no, it definitely would because I was gonna think if it was a like
What if they were
a
willing?
freedom of religion thing. That's what I'm
Look how
thinking.
bad Trish looks.
She looks
My mother
sick.
used to always tell me that my father was a
This is a 2001 game, but
Well,
man,
there
these
was,
models.
dude, there was that. This actually happened like 20 years ago, where this guy was like
I will.
looking online. He was like, I want someone to kill me, and I consent to it. And then some guy did, and
Didn't
then
they eat him too?
yeah, and he ate him too.
That's badass.
But like literally, the guy went to jail for like he's probably still in jail.
You just
maybe
can't.
for life.
You can't do assisted.
Wasn't that in Germany?
Whatever.
I want to say that was like a...
It might have been.
Maybe not.
It might have been, but I don't know if it was in America. But he definitely like he had like a million proofs that the guy wanted it. You know.
That sucks, because my body, my choice.
Yeah. If I want to be eaten, I can be eaten.
Yeah.
Okay. So, buy sheets.
Not native people that I know of.
So,
Unless
listen.
you want it.
Listen.
There's a checkbox for it.
I think we're to the point where we've proven
Grilled
that
chicken.
we would be
steak,
good for any
person.
any business out there who wants to, give us money for advertising.
I'm a sellout.
But just the thing is, our content is A+. We only talk about stuff that's relevant and good for the business. Like, for instance, sheets. Not Soylent Green. Not Soylent Green.
It's not made of people.
You know how
unless
you can,
want
like,
it.
you know how you can completely ruin, like, a product or whatever by just saying something like that? Like, oh, it's not Soylent Green. It's not people. Like, don't even think about that. And people will be like, wait, what?
Remember, Sheets is made to order, and if you want it to be made of people, well, sometimes Sheets can make that happen.
Dude, that sounds like a copy pasta or a creepy pasta or something like that. Where like I went to Sheets one night and I kept pressing more options until people? No. And then I heard screaming in the background. That's why they give so much money to their employees.
You have to
Their
go there at
people-
4:20 a.m.
Their people meat doesn't show up frozen in a bag.
That's true. I guess they don't do anything live because they're
Slaughtering-
they're not Wawa.
slaughtering Cows and chickens in the bag.
Literally Wawa like slaughters their humans right in the back
I
that
believe
day.
it.
That's what a prep chef does.
Wawa has fresh humans. And Wawa has prep chefs.
Wawa has prepped. Oh, I gotta come in at 3 a.m. to prep for the day.
You got evening service.
I love the idea of that. Oh,
The
what's your
guy in
job?
the back
I'm the prep
wearing
chef
a
at
coat.
Wawa. Oh God, Wawa, make it happen. I know Sheets wouldn't because they're friggin' terrible.
I mean, it makes sense. I walked into
They won't give
the
Nick
Wawa
Bahama shorts or whatever.
in Ephrata, and Gordon Ramsay was there in the back behind the counter.
Yeah, you want mac and cheese, yeah?
He kept calling everybody a donkey and stuff.
Get the sliders out! And then everyone there just quits. Good times.
This is the best experience I've had of Wawa, honestly.
That's me. This guy's me. Is this a boss?
No. These are actually enemies that you saw.
Oh yeah,
beforehand.
early on. Yeah.
It's just weird because, I mean, in normal mode, this is the first time that they show up. And honestly, I don't find the enemies that hard. They don't have that much health.
Is that a wall master?
They
Floor
are
Master.
not. I mean, they shoot lasers, but it's kind of easy to get around them. So I don't know. There is an enemy showing up soon. I think it's next mission that are the worst and my least favorite enemy by far.
Dude, it's firing its lasers. Get it?
Shoot the whoop.
Shoot the whoop!
Man, that takes me back.
The internet, for you millennials out there, the internet was,
Do you mean like Gen Z?
Sips Monster.
For you-
2004 internet.
for you Gen Z, no, but seriously though,
Oh my god.
the internet pre, like, 2005 was literally the Wild West. We can all agree, right?
It was terrible.
It was really awful. Like, you could just literally just be like, hey, I'm on AOL Instant Messenger. Oh, there's chat rooms. What's going on? Ah!
I'm being propositioned
That
by
was
an
good timing.
85-year-old man in Quebec.
Spencer probably wasn't even looking at the screen, but he screamed at the exact right moment.
I was actually kind of watching, but yeah.
Remember Net Zero? How about Prodigy?
I remember the greatest thing of all time, which
10,
is
10, 3, 2, 1.
the biggest use of viruses in the history of mankind, Kazaa, and LimeWire, and Napster.
And BearShare, and Nutella, and Morpheus, and Soulseek.
I mean, you might as well literally
How do I know all these?
you might as well literally just straight download the viruses. Do you have healing?
No. I don't want to use you.
That's a doll. What happened there?
So this boss, I don't know, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a puzzle boss. So you hit those, little panels on the side to make them actually come out of that goop. And then he spawns like 2 orbs that you can attack, but, yeah, if you, like, stand in the goop, then you'll have to fight, like, previous bosses, but they're way weaker. Nice camera. I like to see everything.
Neat.
Hey, turn around. Do anything.
This isn't the one you fought earlier, is it?
It is, yeah.
Just has the camera change. Yes, that is much weaker, which is good. Sometimes I can't tell if you're dead or if they're dead or not, because it looks all red, but it's not all gone. They're like,
Yeah, it's a little awkward. I don't know if this actually kills him. I mean, this does take a lot of damage off of him when I go down. I don't think it'll kill him. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, thanks. That was fair. So I probably shouldn't have gone down there. I can avoid that, but nothing I can do.
oh, I was super worried there, but then you had another life bar.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I was like, no! But then you literally had a full other life bar.
I would be more cautious if that was actually the case.
You were in that room before, right?
Yeah.
That's where you fought the spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His name's Phantom.
Phantom.
He talks to you like all the other bosses.
I'm scared.
What happens if you fall?
It just have to do the... There's like an underwater skull section.
that skull thing?
Yeah. I wanted to look epic. But the jumping... that's another thing. The jumping is so restrictive. Like, I don't know, like Castlevania or like Ghouls and Ghosts. You're like kind of locked into your forward momentum. And there's only 2 different jump heights, so platforming in this game is not good.
Do you eventually have to go through to both? I gave you 2 options there to go. Do you eventually have to go through both, or do you just pick one or the other?
The right one I have to go to later once I get an item later.
So what happens if you choose the right one, or can't you choose the right one?
There's like a couple items there, but you just go out and then go through the other one. But it just goes back to the bedroom where you first see Nero Angelo. All
Dude,
right.
Nero Angelo is an awesome name.
So this is probably my least favorite mission in the game. This mission